My name is Cherry Ann Gianez. I'm your accredited assessor for this qualification of crop production level 2, the practical assessment in plant propagation. And before that, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our TESDA representative, Ms. Liza Fernandez, to our AC manager, Ms. Carmen Velasco, and to our processing officer, Ms. Ana Reyes, who will just hand over the assessment package. Good afternoon to each one of you, ma'am. So everyone, don't worry about their presence because they are just here to observe and not to assess. Okay, so the conduct of competency assessment will follow the prescribed competency assessment methodology procedures. Okay, so before we start, as I call your name, please come here in front and submit your admission slip and sign in the attendance sheet. Okay, please come here in front, Miss Elena Garcia. Miss Marisa Santos. Miss Isabel Cruz. Miss Patricia Flores. Okay, thank you. So I have here now with me all your accomplished application form and self-assessment guide. So this is an indication that you know and can perform all the units of competency in crop production, the plant propagation, the drafting, marketing, and growing techniques in situ. And I would like to welcome everyone to our center for your assessment here at SLSU Main Campus. So the purpose of our assessment is to determine the level of your competency. Okay, so today I will administer competency assessment in crop production for the practical assessment in plant propagation, drafting, marketing, and growing techniques, and situ. So the qualification composed of basic, common, and core competencies. So we have 4 units of competencies. These are the first, foundational knowledge of plant propagation. Second, preparation and management of propagation materials. Third, the application of drafting and marketing techniques. And fourth, the advanced propagation and growth management. So these 4 units of competencies would help me measure your knowledge and skills for plant propagation in drafting, marketing, and growing techniques. So for your personal needs, laboratories are located at the back of the center. For your meal, canteen is located at the left side of this room. However, during the assessment, you are not allowed to leave within the premises of the assessment center. And if you have difficulty coping up with instructions, please do not hesitate to approach me, and I will be willing to translate it for you. So if you have questions and clarifications concerning the assessment result, you also have the right to appeal, and you can submit your appeal to TESDA Provincial Office or any accredited center where the assessors are accredited. Okay, so after you complete the assessment center manager will tell you where to claim your national certificate within 3 working days. If you are found not yet competent, you don't need to worry. You can retake the assessment after 1 month or when you feel ready. However, if you failed 3 consecutive assessments, you'll need to take a refresher course before reapplying. Please know that your assessment results are kept strictly confidential to ensure your privacy and integrity. All assessment materials are also securely stored for safety. Lastly, please avoid sharing any information about the assessment process. Does anyone have questions or need clarification? If not, please complete the competency assessment agreement within 5 minutes. Okay, so are you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have the papers back? Thank you. Okay, so everyone, do you have any questions and clarifications?
None, ma'am.
If none, I will now distribute the competency assessment agreement sheets. Please read the instructions carefully and answer all the questions outlined in the documents. So if you have questions, please ask now. I may be able to translate it from English to your local dialect. If you need assistance, I will be more than willing to assist you. So are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have the papers back? Okay, thank you. So now I will give you your assigned number. Okay, so candidate number 1 and 2, you may proceed to the assessment area, and the rest of the candidates, please remain while I'll call you by your name. Thank you. Okay, candidates, this will be our assessment area where you are going to perform. So welcome to the competency assessment in plant propagation, drafting, marketing, and growing techniques. Today, we'll be assessing your knowledge and practical skills in plant propagation. So please listen carefully to the following instructions for each part of the assessment. Okay, so for the fundamental knowledge of plant propagation, you have to demonstrate your understanding of basic plant biology, plant structures, and the conditions necessary for plant growth and propagation. And also for the preparation and management of propagation materials, you have to show proficiency in selecting, preparing, and managing the materials and tools needed for propagation. For the application of drafting and marketing techniques, you also have to demonstrate your skills in executing drafting and marketing techniques accurately and effectively. And for the advanced propagation and growth management, you have to apply advanced care techniques to support the growth and health of propagated plants. Here's the general guidelines for the assessment. So, safety first. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment or PPE throughout the assessment, including gloves, eye protection, and any other necessary gear. Then we have the clarity and precision. You have to speak clearly and confidently as you perform each task, explaining your actions and choices to demonstrate your knowledge and skills. Also have the time management. You will have a set time to complete each competency. Manage your time effectively to ensure you complete all required steps. And ask questions. If you're unsure about any step, don't hesitate to ask for clarification before beginning. So, we're here to assess both your theoretical understanding and your practical abilities. Take each step carefully, focus on safety, and show us your expertise. God bless, and let's get started with your assessment. Alright, here's how this will work. Each of you has 1 hour to complete all your tasks, and make sure you finish everything within the time given. If you cannot complete everything, that's okay, but do your best. So, Miss Elena Garcia, you will go first. Once you're done, Miss Isabel Cruz can start. So let's begin. Today, I'll show you how to graft a mango tree. Grafting is a great way to propagate mango varieties that you want to grow. It combines a strong root system with a healthy scion, the branch that will bear fruits. First, I've selected a strong rootstock and a healthy scion branch with buds. Now, I'm going to cut the top of the rootstock at an angle to make a good base. Next, I'll prepare the scion. What I'm doing here is shaping the bottom of the scion into a V shape so it fits well into the rootstock. Now comes the critical part, joining the rootstock and scion. I am carefully inserting the V-shaped base of the scion into the angled cut of the rootstock. Once the scion is in place, I need to secure it. I'm wrapping it tightly with grafting tape. This holds the scion in place and keeps it from moving. Now that the graft is done, I'll need to take good care of it. I'll keep it in shade and water it regularly. In a few weeks, I'll check for growth. And that's the grafting process. Now, I'm going to show you how to market a mango tree. I'm picking a healthy, thick branch to work with. Next, I'll cut and peel the bark off the branch to expose the wood. Now, I'll apply rooting hormone to help the roots grow. I'm wrapping the exposed area with moist moss to keep it hydrated. Now, I'll wrap plastic around the moss to keep moisture in. In a few weeks, roots will form. Once they do, I can cut and transplant the new plant. That's how to market a mango tree. Now I'm going to show you how to propagate the mango tree using stem cutting. I am choosing a healthy 6 to 8 inch stem, not too young or old. I'll cut the stem just below a node with a clean, sharp knife. I'll dip the cut end in rooting hormone to help it grow roots. I'll plant the cutting in a pot with well-draining soil. I'll water the cutting and cover it with plastic to keep it humid. I'll place it in a shaded area and wait for roots to grow. Once roots grow, I can transplant it to a larger pot or the ground. That's all, Mom. Thank you. Today, I'll show you how to graft a mango tree. Grafting combines a strong root system with a fruit-bearing branch or scion. Let's get started. So, select a strong rootstock and a healthy scion with buds. Then, cut the rootstock at an angle and shape the scion into a V shape, and insert the scion into the rootstock cut. After that, wrap tightly the grafting tape to secure it. And lastly, keep the graph in the shade. Water regularly and check for growth and check for the growth in a few weeks. And that's the grafting process. Here's how to mark out a mango tree. Pick a healthy thick branch, then cut and peel the bark to expose the wood. Um, next is um, next is apply rooting hormone to the exposed area. Then wrap the area with the with the moist moss and secure it with plastic wrap to lock in the moisture. And so in a few weeks, when the roots form, cut and transplant you can now transplant the new plant. And that's it. That's how to mark out a mango tree. Here's how to propagate a mango tree for a stem cutting. First, pick a stem and cut the stem just below a node where leaves grow, and remove lower leaves. Just take off the bottom leaves and use rooting hormone. Dip the cut end in rooting hormone and plant the cutting. Just put it in a pot with good, well-draining soil. Water and cover with plastic to keep the moisture in. Then wait for roots. Place it in a shady spot and wait for roots to grow. And once the roots grow, plant it in the ground. That's all, Mom. Thank you. Great job! You've completed all the tasks within the time given. Congratulations, but we're not done yet. There's one more part of the assessment. Get ready for the next task, answering my questions in the oral questioning. Let's continue. Okay, Miss Elena Garcia, how was your assessment? Um, it went well, Mom. I was well prepared and did my best. I feel confident about most of it, though there were a few challenging parts that helped me see areas I can work on. Okay, this is my questions. What types of PPE are essential when handling sharp tools and materials in plant propagation, and why? Essential PPE for handling sharp tools in plant propagation includes gloves to protect hands from cuts, eye protection to shield against debris, and sturdy footwear to prevent injuries from drop tools. These items reduce the risk of cuts, punctures, and other injuries. What is the main purpose of plant propagation in crop production? The primary goal of plant propagation in crop production, Mom, is to produce new plants with desirable traits, such as higher yields, better disease resistance, and improved quality. This process, mom, ensures the continuous supply of plants for commercial production and helps maintain crop diversity and sustainability. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Elena Garcia. Candidate number 2, Miss Isabel Cruz, please proceed for your oral questioning. Okay, Miss Isabel Cruz, this is my question to you. What are the main techniques used in drafting plants, and when would you use each one? Um, the the common drafting techniques, mom, include um, drafting, budding, and layering. Um, Drafting is used to join the join the two plants so they grow as one. And budding involves inserting a bud from from um, okay, let's proceed to the next question. Explain the steps involved in the marketing process and why each step is important. The marketing process includes selecting a healthy branch, um, making a ring-shaped cut to remove the bark, um, applying applying um, this is the next applying okay, Miss Isabel Cruz, thank you. Miss Elena Garcia, congratulations on a job well done. You demonstrated strong skills and a good understanding of the required task. I could see your preparation and efforts in your performance, and your competency was evident throughout. Keep up the great work. So here's the rating sheets. Miss Elena Garcia, please affix your signature at this portion, please. Okay, thank you. You can claim your national certificate from the TESDA Provincial Office, Maasin City, after 3 working days from Mr. Jason Salodes as the local person. So here's the competency assessment results summary. Please sign in the appropriate space. Okay, thank you, Miss Garcia. Once again, congratulations. Hi, Miss Cruz. How did you feel your assessment? I felt nervous, mom, because I wasn't able to perform the task well. Okay, so in that matter, thank you for your effort in the assessment. Although you did not meet all the requirements this time, I want to recognize the hard work you put in. Let's focus on a few key areas where you can improve, which will help you prepare better for the next opportunity. I am confident you'll get there with a bit more practice. Okay, Miss Cruz, here's the rating sheets. Please affix your signature in this portion. Okay, thank you. So here's also the competency assessment summary. Please sign in the appropriate space. Okay, thank you. You can come back after a month for reassessment or when you are ready. God bless, Miss Cruz. Still, congratulations.